Welcome to my happy hour. I'm going to try something different today where I'm going to drink beer and go through this box of stuff that I've set aside to put up on Etsy, but I've completely forgotten what I've put in there. So it's going to be like an Easter egg hunt for me, except it'll be a surprise because I don't remember what I put in this box. So I'm going to pull out the stuff and show it to you and then list it on Etsy in the next couple of days. In the meantime, or as I'm doing the unboxing, I'm going to be drinking this fabulous beer from Secret Trail. This is their Green Gate Juicy IPA. They just canned more of it on Thursday, so if you're in Chico and you like beer, this is a really, really good one. It lives up to its name 100%. It's very juicy, very lush, tropical pineapple flavors, not a lot of that hoppy bitterness. Absolutely delicious. So I think this is a great beer to drink with rediscovering what's in this box over here. So open up our Green Gate Juicy IPA. Cheers. So good. And let's start going through this box. So first we have this horse picture. It's a needlepoint horse. It's really neat. It's got some stitch detail in the background for a background painting. It looks really old. It's framed. It's got old masking tape. This came from, I'm not sure if it came from my grandma on my mom's side or my grandma on my dad's side, and I'm not sure how old it is. So I sent out a request to my mom to get back to me with some information on this, but it's a really neat, intricate, detailed horse needlepoint painting, piece of art that I'm going to put up on Etsy as soon as I get the history, the background on it. Next I have this homemade, I don't know if it's hand painted. I'm guessing it's probably just some fabric that somebody put into a needlepoint frame and put ribbons and lace around it, but that's going to go up on Etsy for anybody that's into collecting horses. Next I have this fabulous kind of brick red cardigan that looks like Mr. Rogers would be really into it. I was given it by a friend who got it at a thrift store or garage sale. There's no tag left in it. There's 2 front pockets, and it's actually a zipper closure. So it's lightweight, kind of like a sweatshirt, but it's a zip-up cardigan that will be going on Etsy. I'm going to stop saying it will be going on Etsy, because all of the stuff in this box I set aside to put on Etsy. So you will find it on Etsy. Next up we have this lovely brown jacket. It's it's not velour, but it's that heavy kind of sweatpant fabric, I guess that you could say. In the back, it's gathered with a piece of elastic. The buttons on the front are silver, Here, I'll just put it on for you. Then you can really, I'll model it for you. Then you can really get a taste for what it's all about. Alright. So again, almost kind of like a cardigan style, I guess you would say. Buttons up here, buttons up there, and then in the back it's got this nice elastic gather somewhere in there, I'm not sure. And it's got button-up sleeves. It's not super heavy, but I'm hot just putting it on for that amount of time. So, lovely light brown fawn jacket, and it's definitely vintage. The tag is still in there. It says True Grit, so I'll have to look into that a little bit more and see when exactly the time period. Again, that came from the same friend that likes to garage sale and thrift store shop. Then there is this beautiful handmade poncho that's green and black with little yellow dots, and this was my mom's. So this she got in Mexico, probably in the 70s, I'm guessing, but it is handmade from Mexico. Beautiful detail, V-neck poncho. I love it. It just doesn't fit me right, so I'm gonna give it away to somebody who can appreciate it and wear it better than I can. Now there's this, I would call it, I don't think it's a sugar bowl, I think it's on a vanity, like a vanity trinket jar, but it's got really pretty floral pattern to it, and there's actually very finite gold detail on the flowers. It's a really, really pretty piece. There's no chips, no cracks, nothing like that. On the bottom it says, I can't read the name. There is a signature on the bottom, but I can't make it out. And it says Octagon, Japan. So I'll have to look up that in a little bit more detail. But it is a really beautiful, lovely piece of china, I think, for a vanity. I'm going to set that over here on my project side table or magazine rack. This came from my parents' garage that I brought back with me, but I'm keeping this piece. This is an antique side table with the magazine rack down here, and it was from my great-great-grandparents' house. So they had one of the first houses on Sunset Cliffs in San Diego. It's still there, but this piece came from there, maybe even older. But it's a very old piece, so I have my lemon oil that I'm going to polish it up with because it needs some TLC, but it's in good shape. I'm keeping that. It's not going up for sale. Okay, so let's see. Let's take a drink because it is happy hour. Alright, what's next? Alright, let's see what else we have in here. We have this cool jewelry box. It is paper, but it is a music box. It has blue flowers and sailboats and windmills, and it is made to look Dutch. And this is a couple of kids sitting in front of a windmill and a lake with some boats on it. There is a name in the back. Maybe Kogi. So it is made in Japan. But the music box still plays and the sticker is on the back. So it says music around the world in 80 days, made in Japan. And you can wind it up a little bit for you and then open the drawer. And play a couple notes for you. It's a little bit slow, but it does still work. So that's kind of cool. And then you just put the drawer back in there to stop it playing. It might keep playing a note or two because it's so old and it's so tightly wound that every once in a while it does still emit the music even when the drawer is not out. But maybe it won't. So that is pretty neat. That came from my grandma on my mom's side. And then all of these drawers have jewelry in them. Clip-on earrings, costume jewelry from my grandma, I believe. I'm going to go through that in a different video because there's a lot of it in there. And I want to do a little bit of research before I show you. So, for now, I'm just going to show you the jewelry box that I will be posting. And at a later date, we'll go through the jewelry that I'll be posting. Next is this fabulous rainbow vintage 1970s down vest. I love this vest. I've worn it quite often over the years. I get compliments on it every time I wear it. I'm just outgrowing it in my style, and it fits a little bit. It's very form-fitting when I have it on, and I just like my vests these days with a little bit more room to move. So it is such a cool vest. I want to pass it on to somebody who can wear it and love it the way that it should be because it is such an amazing vest. I got it at a thrift store, well over 20 years ago now. So it is vintage. It says Antler. It's 50% down, 50% feather. It's a size small. It's made in Taiwan. It has care instructions sewn inside here. It has this inside pocket that is good size, and it does have 2 side pockets on it. This one is very shallow, but it does have a key ring or glove clips in it. And then the other one is actually a full-size pocket. So only one of the 2 pockets is a full-size pocket that you can put your hand in. But great vest. I guess and for here, I'll go ahead and try it on for you so you can see how it fits. So yeah, it does fit just exactly right for me, but I want a little bit more room to move around. That's the amazing rainbow bright vest that will be going on for sale so it can go to a new home. This is a bunch of jewelry, and I know that, and just like the jewelry in the jewelry box, I want to go through it all at a different time. So that's to be continued for the jewelry. I do have this necklace. It's silver and green stone, and I need to look up what kind of stone it is. This was my mom's, and I believe that she got this somewhere in the Southwest. I want to say maybe Four Corners, but it's kind of neat. Let's see if you can see it any better if I do that. against the white. So 2 strands, one a little bit longer, one a little bit shorter. There's rose beads, silver rose beads on there, and then the green stone flag. So I'll have to look that up, but it is a beautiful piece. Not my style, so I'm not going to wear it. I want somebody else to love it and appreciate it, just like all this other stuff. In here is a tablecloth, and it's a cross-stitch grape tablecloth with the grape clusters in the 4 corners and the grape leaves, and then the vines entwining in the middle and making a circle. And it fades in from the dark purple to light purple thread on the corners, so it's kind of neat, and it's in great condition. There's no stains or rips or tears or anything like that. Does need a good ironing, but I don't own an iron, so that's not going to happen at my house. Hopefully the person that gets it loves it and appreciates it and can give it a good iron, because I cannot. So that is the cross-stitch grape tablecloth. And then there's this ceramic sun box. It's from Mexico, and my boyfriend in high school, his mom gave it to me. It's from Mexico. It's a very sturdy box, painted black on the inside. Kind of neat. I just don't need it anymore, so that'll sit over here. And then all of these shell necklaces, which I need to look up. I don't know if there's actually a market for these shell necklaces. These are all tiny little snail shells of different sorts and variety, and these are tiny little ones, some bigger, and then this is all brown small snail shells of similar patterns, and then another one like that other one. So I've had these shell necklaces forever. I think they were all my mom's. She might have gotten some of them in Hawaii, or some of them might be older than that, but they're really cool. I just don't wear them anymore. I wore them in high school, but not anymore. So I'll look those up and see if anyone in the world is interested in shell necklaces, or maybe just getting the shells and repurposing them for other arts and crafts. Next we have Learn and Coloring cards from Puzzle Center. These are super awesome. They are lovely flower cards. So they have this colored picture on one side of the flower, and then on the other side is black and white. I know you can't see that, but black and white, so you can color it in yourself. And it has the name of the flower and then the picture that you can color in, and there's some neat flowers listed on here that I've never heard of. Like the meadow buttercup, the crab, which I always knew as Christmas cactus, showy lady slipper, what else? Oh, there's the opium poppy. It looks like one that says None, N-O-N-E, as the name of a flower. Blackthorn, but there's 35 or 36 different cards in here, and they're in the original packaging. This is vintage, so looking at it, I'd say probably 1970s, 1980s, maybe. Totally guessing, haven't looked it up, but that's really cool for anybody that likes coloring books or is into horticulture, flowers, any of that stuff. You can even use it for art and crafts projects, but that's really neat. Learn and color cards. Lovely flowers. Then there's this blue tea light holder. I don't know if you call it a hobnob, but it's blue glass beads on the outside, and then the inside is just smooth. On it, it says Old Tucson, Arizona, so it's engraved on the bottom there. And it's really pretty blue color. I don't know if you can see that or not when there's a candle in it. I think they call it cobalt blue. So that's awesome. I just have way too many candle holders already. This black and white tie-dyed carry-all bag kind of goes over your shoulder, lots of room in it. It has a little wooden button and catch. Just one big pocket, but a great size, a great beach bag or lake bag. Throw your towel, your book, anything else that you want to take with you in that bag, and makes it nice and easy to carry, comfortable over the shoulder carry strap. Then we have our Art of Belly Dance box. So I did take belly dance lessons. I took them in San Diego, and then I took them up here again in Chico. The neat thing about this is the lady on the front of this that does the branding was my teacher in San Diego. So it's official. I actually got these from a friend. A friend gave them to me as a gift probably around 97, 98 when I was taking belly dance lessons in San Diego. I've never used this box, but inside of the little box there are 2 sets of finger symbols, a little jeweled belly button sticker for around your belly button for when you're belly dancing, and then there's a little booklet that says the Art of Belly Dancing, and it goes into the history. It has some moves in there, an introduction, warm-up, main moves, finger symbols, looking the part, and then some resources. So it's kind of little neat book on belly dancing in there. And then these finger symbols, I do not remember how you wear them, but they go on your fingers. And there's 2 sets. So your complete belly dance kit right there in this neat little box for anyone who's into belly dancing. It was really fun. It was a great workout. I would love to do it again. I just haven't found the right place, the right teacher, because it really does take the right teacher. She was amazing, and then one of the teachers I had up here was amazing. The other couple classes I tried to go to up here, not so much. So it's been years since my belly dancing days. In here we have this Holly Hobby plate. Don't know if there's any Holly Hobby aficionados left out there in the world, but I have a Holly Hobby plate from my grandma. And this does say it's a collector's edition. I have a feeling they all say that on the back though. It does say made in the USA, which is good. We need more stuff made in the USA, especially these days. But it says a true friend is the best possession, and it has these 2 girls on there. This one's holding an orange tabby cat talking to her friend. So, a true friend is the best possession. Last but not least in our box, we have these colored shot glasses. So, it's transferred on the outside. They're green and gold. if I had to guess where these came from, I would guess Germany. I would guess that my parents picked them up when they were living over there before I was born, or my grandma and grandpa brought them back with them. So it's this gold painting, kind of a floral design at the top, and then there's green paint on the glass. I think it's paint. There's a name on here too that I'll have to look into a little bit more because I can't really see. But that one's green and gold, and there is 6 of them. This one's purple and gold. So I think there's purple, I think there's green, so there's 2 purple, 2 green, and 2 of the cobalt blue and gold. So a set of those 6 glasses. I'll have to look into it a little bit more, but I'm guessing Germany, maybe Italy, but instinct tells me Germany. And then this blue. So 2 of each, 2 blue, 2 green, 2 purple, the gold rim, circa probably late 1960s, early 1970s, from either Europe or Germany would be my guess, but I'll look into those a little bit more. And that is everything that is set aside in the to-go Etsy, on Etsy box, except for the jewelry that I'm going to look into, and I'll do another video on that on down the line. So, thank you so much for watching. Cheers! And don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, in the comments or the description down below, you'll see a link to my eBay and my Etsy sites, and I will put a link for the earrings that I'm wearing right now to the website of the people that make those as well, in case you want some earrings. Thanks so much. Have a great day.